Pity is back, and there's so much to choose from. But who should you pick with your pity coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at every 10th anniversary LR and trying to help guide you in who you should pick up with your hard-earned pity coins, whether they are your Dokkan Festival or your Carnival coins. After all, this is the second time we have had this format of pity, and I know it is a tough choice. Many of you guys have been asking me who is the best to pick up. So let's go ahead and let's jump on in. So first off, just a quick reminder how this works, right? For every summon you have done on the anniversary banners, whether it was the Carnival banners with the 4 Carnival units or the 2 Dokkan Fest banners, you receive 10 coins per 50 stones that you use, right? Now, in order to pick up one of these characters with the coins, it is the same exchange rate as if they were a character returning in a later banner. Since they are LRs, you need 500 coins. That means you need to have spent 2,500 stones in total in order to pick up one of these units. Now, this is the anniversary, and most of you guys probably came into this anniversary with, you know, anywhere between 1,000 to the 2,500 limit. I'm sure some of you probably came in with a lot more, and some of you probably got extremely unlucky and still have yet to pick up one of these characters. Now, fortunate you were gifted a Memorial Dragonstone that allowed you to pick up one of these units for free. This thing right here, we can just show this to you real quick. Right, that you got from your Perunga Dragon Ball. You pick up this and you can exchange it for one of the anniversary LRs. So we already went over who you should pick with that. So all that's left is, what about all of those Carnival coins? Because that wasn't given out till most of you guys have gotten your pity coins, right? So now, the neat thing about this is no matter which banner you summoned on, the coins can be converted to either full-on coins or between the two versions, right? So you can convert all of these to Carnival or all of these to Dokkan Fest coins. Makes it very simple to get what you want. So the question is, who should you get? Well, first off, right, you know, just going on basic necessity, right? If you did not pick up one of the Dokkan Fest LRs, that is the fusions, they should be your primary concern, right? You were gifted your Memorial Stone, so chances are you probably picked up one of them with that if you got completely shafted. Whichever is the other that you didn't pick up should be who you use if you manage to achieve pity. I say 2,500 stones, but the reality is if you have the ability to trade in cards, right, like units you already have rainbowed, it ends up being closer to like 15 to 1,700. I think the first pity I achieved in part 1, I only spent about 1,700 stones total. So you can actually achieve it pretty soon, depending on how many SSRs you pull that you can rainbow. So with that in mind, right, it should be one of the fusions that you choose, either Goku or where is he? Or Vegeta, right? The Gogeta or the Vegito. As I said in my Memorial Stone video, the Vegito is probably going to carry you further. His leader skill is more all-encompassing, and his counters are absolutely busted broken. Of course, these guys still have a pretty good leader skill, and the LR Year 7s are going to be on their leader skill, so if that's a team you want to run, they will be available on this team. So either way, you can't go wrong. I do think Vegito's probably preferred as the starting point, though. But if you achieved pity and you got your Memorial Stone, then chances are you are getting both. So with that out of the way, right, let's say you had both, but you were still missing one of the other Carnival LRs. So I'm going to go ahead and rank the order in which you should grab them. Number 1 is probably going to be the Super Saiyan 3 Goku into Super Saiyan 4. He leads Giant Ape power, and now knowing what we know about the future of Dragon Ball Daima and the possibility of a more GT-centered celebration later down the year. I could definitely see him rising in value with that power beyond Super Saiyan and Giant 8 power buff that he gives. And his super attack buff in the Super Saiyan 4 form is actually incredibly powerful. It is so useful for adjusting teams. So definitely, I would say he is definitely the #1 priority as a unit. Now, second priority as a Carnival for the Carnival LRs, and this might be a surprising pick for some, but this guy right here is probably the second priority. And the reason I say that is because this unit is built for the battle-hardened formidable foes. And if you are someone who is struggling with that event, this is your answer right here. Even at 55%, this guy is your answer to that fight. He makes light work. The amount of supers he's doing, building into a crit on by the end of his second appearance, and a massive active skill that will basically kill the boss if you hadn't killed him by that point already. It's just like he's super good. And because most of his passive is within those first couple of appearances, he actually does really well in that fight, both offensively and defensively. So if battle-hardened formidable foes is a fight that you are still majorly struggling with, and you already pulled the 2 Dokkan Fest, he is an excellent pickup for your 500 coins. Third would be the LR Goku and Frieza. These guys are incredibly powerful. I know they didn't get really a fair shake early on in their release, and that's probably more so just due to the content that was released around that time. And I did mention in their 55% showcase what they would need to excel, and lo and behold, Dokkan giveth. Right? The newest events are super long events with massive HP pools that allow a unit like Goku Frieza here to do what it needs to do, right? Float in the Frieza form, and then exchange into Goku, where he can hold down slot 1 and stack up that attack while having basically a near invulnerability, right? He'll still take some damage from some big supers, but for the most part, with the 59% damage reduction and guard, he's going to be surviving just about anything that is thrown at him, while you build up that Miracle of Universe 7 active skill by stacking up the 12 keys. So they are definitely a top tier third choice option for your Carnival LRs. And it's mostly because these new events really do allow him to shine. Like even this one, this is a short 3-phase event, but the HP pool is so high and they heal that, you know, a character like Goku can build and be useful there. Same goes for, right, the 2 Jiren fights in the red zone. They are both very long and allow a unit like Goku and Frieza to build to what they need and then launch that massive active skill to finish off the final phase. So they are definitely the good third choice there. And then of course all that leaves is the Blue Evolution. He is great, right? If you're somebody who loves running the reps of Universe 7 / Universal Survival Saga team, he's the best leader we have for it right now, but he's not necessary. I do like the character, but he is probably the least necessary of all of the characters. So I would definitely say that you should probably, if you are going to pity a unit, he's probably your last priority. In fact, if you had just made pity, but you had everything else, I might honestly recommend just not doing it. And again, it's not because it's not bad. It's just, right, if you're using your coins, right, you're giving up those coins usage for the future. And I don't know that necessarily that is such a good idea. He will return in July. But he's not as necessary for some of the new content as some of these other characters are. So he would definitely probably be my very last pick, and I'd honestly say don't do it. So again, just to recap, right, the fusions should be your priority. Vegito and Gogeta should be your priority, whichever one you didn't get with your Memorial Dragonstone. And then Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 Goku should be second, followed by Gohan, then Goku Frieza, and then Vegeta. And you will be rocking. I mean, honestly, even if you didn't use your Carnival coins, pity coins, and you just grabbed Vegito with your Memorial Stone, you're still probably going to be all right for the rest of this year, because Vegito will carry you, I assure you. So with that in mind, we do actually have pity, and I am going to use said pity here in the video. So let's go ahead and let's switch over to in-game here, so you guys can see we do have the, there we go. So we do have our pity coins in game. We have 700 actually. The Carnival banners did us dirty trying to get an extra copy of Goku Frieza here. You can see we have 700 Carnival coins. I have rainbowed Gohan. I have 79%ed. I have 79%ed Goku, and every one of the Dokkan Fests is 79%. So I'm actually going to grab Goku Frieza with my Carnival coin, so that I have a 79% copy. So very, very excited there. This will be really helpful for some content that I want to do in the future. So guys, that is it for our video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, go ahead and let us know, who did you end up grabbing with your Carnival coins, your pity coins, whether it was the Dokkan Fest or it was the Carnival pity coins. Let us know what you did in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.